Hello, it's Emily from Home Sweet Pilates. We are back for another reformer workout. You do not need any props for today. If you want to have a dowel or like a rod handy for some Shortbox abs, you are free to do that, but it is absolutely not required, okay? So if you want to have that, go ahead and have it handy. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we are going to begin at the front of our reformer facing the back here, okay? We're on one blue spring, so we're on a lighter spring here, okay? Just one. We have both feet firmly planted. My feet are hip distance. We're gonna take a nice inhale, bring your arms up overhead. On your exhale, let's do a little dolphin dive to bring our hands to the edge of the carriage here, okay? Keep those heels planted on the ground as you press your arms forward. You can allow your hips to move forward, that's fine. Just make sure you keep your hips down, okay? You'll feel an awesome stretch in the back of your legs. You'll feel a little bit in the top of your back. And then bring the carriage back in, moving the wrists underneath the shoulders. Do it again. We just press it out and bring it in. So I'm inhaling as I press it out, and I'm exhaling as I bring it in. We've got two more like this. Last one. Bring it all the way in. Now, let's look underneath that left armpit and bring the carriage out, keeping your eyes underneath the armpit, okay? Once you reach the edge of where you can push the carriage out to, I want you to roll through those shoulders to look forward, and then now look underneath the right armpit as you round to bring that carriage in. So keep your eyes under the right side now. Press it out. Make sure you're keeping those heels firmly planted. Roll through that upper body to look forward. Now underneath the left. Bring it in. We have one more all the way through. We're just getting some movement here, stretching it out a little bit, preparing for what's to come. Last one. And bring it all the way in. Stand yourself up nice and tall here. Your feet are still firmly planted, okay? We're just gonna go up onto our tiptoes, lower down, bring those heels together into first position, or Pilates V, right? First position, go up into releve there, lower down, bring your feet back to parallel. So my feet are touching now when they are together parallel, and then I bring them out to first position, go up into releve, bring them together, releve, out, releve, together, releve, out, releve. Now bring them together and just go up, down, up, down, up, down. If you need this bar right here, just as a little bit of support, knowing it's there, let's do 3, 2, 1. Go out to that first position, our Pilates V, and we go up, down. Make sure those heels touch each other as you lower. You'll feel your calves warm up super quickly, right? We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, take a small step backwards. You're able to touch your bar here. Go ahead and grab that bar. Let's cross the right foot over the left. I hope you can see me okay. I don't know if you can. But you're gonna cross your right foot over your left like a figure 4 in a standing figure 4. And you're just gonna lean back using that bar as counter tension, right? To help you be able to balance and get lower into that figure 4. Make sure that leg that's crossed over the other one is flexed to protect that knee. Keep your shoulders down and back. Just feel this stretch. We got 3, 2, 1. On to the other side. We're spending a little extra time warming up today. Make sure you're sitting back into that standing legs heel. Sometimes I feel like we're just so quick to rush into doing classes, right? We're like, okay, I only have X amount of time to work out, so I'm gonna really just like go really hard, but it's important to slow things down sometimes. All right, come back. We're gonna sit onto the carriage now. I want you to take your feet and make them in a V and put them against the edge of your platform, okay? We're gonna grab onto that bar. Keep your feet on the inside edge of that platform. You're still on that one light spring, right? A blue spring. And we're just gonna extend our legs out while holding onto the bar. So this is a really nice stretch that you'll feel in your back. You'll feel it in the backs of your thighs, right? Then bend to bring it in, sitting nice and tall. Straighten and extend. Feel the stretch. Bend to bring it in. Straighten and extend. And bend to bring it in. Now, what I want you to do is bring your arm up and behind you as you sit nice and tall when your knees are bent to bring it in, right? As you extend it out, I want you to take that arm, circle it up and over back to the front. And then as you bend the knees, you're gonna circle it back behind you to sit nice and tall. We're just getting a little rotation here, right? Making a little half windmill. Sorry if you can hear cars around. It's like super stormy and gloomy today. So the vibe is just a little more down, right? So try to make that a little better. This is our last one here. Now let's go on to the left side. So as you bring that carriage in, you're sitting nice and tall, right? Opening sideways, straighten and bring that arm back to the bar. Lift, bring it in. This side feels a lot tighter for me. We have one more all the way through. Last one. And bring it all the way in. Now we're gonna go into footwork. So let's put our springs on for footwork, okay? I want you to have, if you're on a balanced body, please do a red, red, blue. There we go. I'm on a different reformer, so my springs are slightly different. But do whatever 3 springs you feel most comfortable doing for footwork, okay? But I want you to try to challenge yourself. Maybe go a little bit heavier than you normally would, right? Maybe add an extra yellow on there. See what happens, okay? So we're gonna bring our hips closer to the foot bar. Extend your legs over the bar. We're gonna do a couple roll downs to start, okay? So make sure your hips are forward so that you don't run into these shoulder blocks, okay? Sitting nice and tall, my legs are as straight as they're gonna get. I'm gonna tilt in that pelvis. I'm gonna keep my shoulders down as I roll myself down. As I hit the shoulder blocks anyway, it's fine. Now I'll slide myself down. Arms come straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, roll yourself back up. Sit as tall as you can. And do it again. Roll it down. Roll it back up. We've got 2 more, okay? Sit up nice and tall. Last one, we're gonna roll it down. Go even slower on this one. And get ready for footwork, okay? So our hands are by our sides, our feet are hip distance apart, our heels are on. So the theme of today is we're gonna move things in a nice paced way. But what I mean by that is we're gonna slow it down. Not a quick pace, but a slow pace, okay? So we're gonna do less reps, but we're gonna move a lot more intentionally. So my heels are on. I'm gonna press that carriage out, taking the time when I press all the way out to squeeze my thighs, and then I'm gonna bring it back in. So I'm making sure my entire spine is on the carriage. From my head to my tailbone, right? Everything is in a straight line. I'm taking inventory of how things are feeling. I'm like, oh, my ribs feel like they're kind of poking out right now. Maybe I can tuck those in a little bit, right? I'm going slowly as I go out and in, making sure my knees are staying in line with my feet. We have one more here. and bring it back in. Now put those toes on the bar, bring your heels together for that Pilates V. Squeeze those heels, press the carriage out, really squeeze those thighs as you press all the way out to light it up, okay? Then bend to bring it back in. Squeeze as you press out. Notice I'm going a lot slower than we normally do, right? This is intentional. Sometimes we need to just slow it down. I know it can feel boring, but trust me, it makes it so much harder because it really involves your brain, right? You have to really think about what you're doing. You can't just let momentum take over. Last one here. Hold it out. Now take those heels, keep them together, flex them underneath the bar for a tendon stretch, and then bring it back up onto your toes. So we flex it under, bring it back up. Flex it under, bring it back up. Flex under as far as you can go, and then lift it up. We have 2 more. Last one. Up, bend to bring it in. Now take those feet, glue them together, bring your toes onto the bar and wrap them around the bar like a bird on a perch, right? So my knees, my heels, my toes, my ankles, everything is glued together. Keep squeezing your toes around that bar and press it out. Bring it in. Press it out. See, notice I'm taking the time to extend, hold, bring it in. Extend, hold, bring it in. 3 more. Last one. And bring it all the way in. Let's bring those heels wide on the bar. We've got our last set here of footwork. Press evenly through both feet. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Staying on our springs here, let's bring our feet back to hip distance apart, but place your feet on the bar like in the center of your foot or closer to your heel, okay? We're gonna do some bridging here. Same thing, I really want us to move slowly and really think about what we're doing, okay? Oftentimes when we bridge, we just lift our hips up like this, and then we load into that lower back, right? And it's uncomfy, it doesn't feel great. So imagine you have that marble that's on your pubic bone. You're trying to roll it into your belly button. But first, what I want you to do before you even do that, press into your forearms. That's automatically gonna open your chest, right? You're pressing into those forearms. Now, let's start rolling that pelvis towards our head as we also press into our feet, keeping that tilt in your pelvis. Try to get your knees over the bar, but keep that tilt, right? Here, I'm squeezing my booty, I'm pressing into my forearms, I'm pressing into my heels, so I'm not loading in my lower back. Now let's roll it down, vertebrae by vertebrae, slow and controlled. It makes it so much harder. And do it again. So I'm pressing into my forearms, I'm tilting my pelvis, I lift my hips up, pressing into my feet, keeping that tilt in my pelvis, and I roll it down. So it's almost like you're trying to extend in opposite directions. My head is going this way, my knees are going this way, right? But I'm also pressing down and up. So it's like all sides of you are going in opposite directions. You have 1 more. Let's hold this one at the top. Hold it here. Notice I don't have my hips as high as they can possibly go because I really want to keep that tilt in my pelvis, okay? We're going to press the carriage out for a pelvic lift, slow and controlled. And then bring it in. Press it out. Squeeze those thighs. Bring it in. Keep that tilt. Press it out. Bring it in. We have 1 more here. Press it out. bring it in. Roll it down. Beautifully done. If you have pegs, go ahead and grab the pegs behind you. Otherwise, just hold on to your shoulder blocks. Fan your elbows out wide. Bring those legs into tabletop here. Glue down both of your shoulder blades. So both of them are not moving. They're not going anywhere, right? We're gonna lean our legs over to the side. So we're swaying them over. Exhale as you pull them up using those abdominals. Inhale as you lean the other direction. Keep your opposite shoulder down. Exhale as you pull it up. One thing I see a lot when people do this is on the way up, they bring their knees closer to their chest, right? Do not do that. Imagine I'm standing there and I'm holding my hand in front of your thighs and I'm saying, do not let your hand or let your thighs touch my hand as you bring it up, okay? Our body always tries to overcompensate when things are challenging. We don't want to let that happen. So our last one. Beautifully done. Let's sit ourselves up. Take one spring off. So if you're on that balanced body, let's do a red-blue, please. We're going to go a little bit lighter, and that's intentional. All right, let's roll ourselves back down. If you have short straps, please grab your short straps. If you only have long, that's fine. Just use what you have, okay? But if you have short ones, do it. So we are on 2 springs here, 1 medium and 1 light, all right? Let's bring ourselves back into tabletop. My hands are straight towards the ceiling. My shoulders are down and back. So they're not up into the shoulder blocks, okay? We're gonna go up into 100 preps. So take an inhale. On your exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Bring your arms down by your sides. Hold it here. Now release that upper body back down, but keep your legs where they are. Do it again. And lower. Last one here, we're gonna hold it up. Start pumping for that 100, but we're not gonna pump quickly. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. Lifting from that core, shoulders are relaxed. Slowing things down, it really makes it harder. Let's straighten those legs towards the ceiling. Let's lower them to 45. Bring them back up. Bend them back to tabletop. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the upper body. We did a little less than the full 100, but that's okay because we've got a lot of core stuff coming up, okay? Now, we're gonna go straight into coordination. So bring your arms down by your sides. Bring those legs into tabletop. All right, bend the arms 90 degrees. My fingertips are pointing towards the ceiling. We're gonna take an inhale. On our exhale, lift your arms straight forward as you extend your legs out, lifting your head, neck, and shoulders. Hold it. Bend everything back in. Do it again. Exhale, press. Inhale, bring it in. Now we're gonna add the arms. Exhale, press, hold. Open the arms to a T, bring them in, bend everything back in. Exhale, press, hold. Arms to T, bring them in, everything back down. Woo-wee. Moving on to legs. We're doing 2 of each, okay? Exhale, press, legs open wide. Close them, bend everything back in. Do it again. Last one. Everything opens now. Arms and legs. Press, hold. Arms and legs open. Close. Bring it back in. One more. You can do one more. Press, hold. Open. Close, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Oh my goodness. Wow. Being lighter on weight makes that a lot harder. Okay, we're gonna sit ourselves up here. Let's go into 1 medium spring. So if you're on a balanced body, please be on 1 red. If you need to have a little more support, you can do a red and a yellow, okay? or a red and a blue, that's fine. We're gonna do some elephant here. So let's stand onto our reformer. But here, I'm not gonna have us place our ankles, our heels, back against the shoulder blocks. I want you to have them a little bit forward. So my toes are about in the center of the carriage, okay? We're gonna be flat-footed here. Rock your hips back over those ankles so you're in a nice straight line, okay? My upper body is extended. I'm in that extended flat back position. You're gonna feel that stretch in the backs of your thighs. Bring your head to be in line with your arms as much as they can be, right? I'm trying as best as I can to do a flat back. This is really hard for me. So I'm always a little more rounded than I want to be, but I'm working on it, okay? All right. So keeping those legs straight, feet firmly planted, bring that carriage out. Exhale as you pull it in. Pull, 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 pull. You're using these lower abdominal muscles to really pull it in. Resist the spring, fight the spring, fight the spring, fight the spring. It's like you're lifting up from those lower abdominals, okay? Inhale out, exhale, bring it in. Whew. This is like so stretchy on the backs of my legs. All right, 2 more. One more. Beautifully done. We're gonna go straight into arabesque. We're gonna do an arabesque series, okay? So we're gonna do arabesque the way we normally do, with one leg going out, the other leg is gonna meet it. We'll do 4 like that. Then we will do where we bring our leg that's in the air, we're gonna bring it around to the side to do a lateral lift, bring it back around to do an arabesque, 4 of those, and then 4 lateral lifts. If that doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. I'll walk you through it, but I wanna explain to you a little bit what we're doing before we're like in the position and you're like, what are we doing? So that's that. All right, so take your left leg and bring it halfway up the shoulder block here, okay? So we're in a small little kitten heel. My shoulders are square to the bar, but I'm extending my right leg out and I'm rotating my hips so that they're towards the right wall, okay? But my shoulders are gonna stay nice and square here. My hip is open. I'm gonna press the carriage out with my left leg as I lower my right leg to meet it. See how extended out I am? I want you like that, okay? Then, keeping your upper body in this extended position, lift through the core like we just did for elephant to bring that left leg back underneath your hip. Okay, so my upper body is not moving at all here. Everything moving is lower body. We're moving slow and controlled. Really lift that right leg. 2 more. It can be easy for your shoulders to want to take over here. Don't let that happen. Just keep thinking hip over ankle. That will help. Last one. And up. Now take that right leg, circle it around to the right, lower it to meet that right shoulder block, laterally lift it back up, bring it back around, back out to that arabesque. The series gets really intense really fast. It's okay, we got it. We're only doing 4 of each. Try to remember to keep that upper body extended, shoulders down. I'm reminding myself just as much as I'm reminding you. Your left leg should be dying right now. Mine is. We can do it. We have 1 more like this. Holy moly. One more. Whew, you got it. All right. Hold that in. Now bring that right leg over. You can square those hips up. Do those lateral lifts. So we go up. 3, 2, last one, and rest for just a second. We're gonna go into a long stretch, and then we'll go on to the other side. So moving right along. Bring both feet now into that little kitten heel, moving into a long stretch here. So extend yourself out into that full extended plank. My arms are pushed out, my legs are pushed out. Now I'm gonna use my shoulders to bring myself in over the bar, and then use my shoulders to bring myself out. My lower body is not doing any of the work here. This is all coming from that upper body and that back. Last one here, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. All right, let's move right along so we can just get done with this series because it's really hard. All right, arabesque on the other side. So my right leg is now in that kitten heel. My left leg is extended. My left hip is open towards the left wall. My shoulders are square to the bar. Ready? Let's do it. Lower it down and lift. The slower you move here, the more challenging it's gonna be. Okay, make sure that left toe is pointed. We want it to be pretty, right? Keep that hip over that ankle as you bring it in. Bring the carriage all the way in. Your upper body's extended. It's the last one. Now bring that left leg around, lateral lift, back out, arabesque. Relax in the shoulders. I feel mine starting to creep up. I'm getting tired. 2 more. Come on, we can do 2. We can do 2. We can do 2. I'm telling myself just as much as I'm telling you. Push into that bar. Push away. Push the bar away. Last one. Bring it all the way in into those lateral lifts. Square those hips. We go up. Try to keep the carriage still. 2, 1, and lower it down. Good job. All right, let's put all our springs on. We're gonna move right along. We're gonna go right into short box abs here. Oops, putting all my springs on, lowering my bar down. If you have a rod or a dowel, go ahead and grab it. If you don't, truly don't worry about it. I'm not gonna grab mine right now, so it's fine. It's far away. I don't really feel like going and grabbing it, so. But if you feel like you need it to help you, just have a little bit more like connection, please do it, okay? We're sitting on our box. We put our box on short waist, right? So the long end is up against the shoulder blocks. I am facing the front of my reformer. My feet are in the safety strap, okay? I'm sitting nice and tall here. Arms are straight out in front of me, shoulder height, keeping my shoulders rolled down and back. Tilt your pelvis under to curl as you roll down, and then roll it on up. So we exhale as we roll it down. Inhale as we lift. 2 more here. Last one here, hold it at the bottom. Now take those hands together, rotate your torso to the right. Don't allow your knees to bend. Rotate to the right. We're not going diagonal in one movement. Up overhead, to the left, center, stay down. Now go left, overhead, right, center, lift yourself up. Whew. Going into flat back now. So now we're gonna keep a straight line from our head to our tailbone. Placing our arms straight out in front of us. You can also cross them if that feels a little bit better for you, that's fine. If you are holding on to that rod, just be holding it shoulder width, okay? We're gonna go straight back. My arms come in line with my eyes and back up. You'll notice I don't go down nearly as far. Let's do 2 more. Keep the shoulders down. Last one. Now arms go overhead and down. Overhead and down. Keep that straight back. Overhead. 1 more. And lift it up. moving in to Shortbox Mermaid. So let's rotate to the front, or to the side now I should say. Keep your left leg in that strap and bring it a little bit forward. So it's kind of at like a forward diagonal. Your hips are, and your whole torso is square to the front, or I should say to the side, but to the front of where you're facing, right? All right, now you're gonna put all your weight into this foot that's in your strap, and you're gonna lean, so you might need to move your hips back a little bit. You're gonna lean so that your hips are in line with one another, okay? So I'm leaning a little bit more. I'm bringing my hips back a little bit more this way. My arms are straight out to the side. I'm gonna lean, I'm gonna go up and over like I'm going over a barrel. Bring my inside arm underneath as my top arm goes overhead, keeping my top shoulder open. Use this top oblique to lift yourself back up. See, I'm still kind of at a sideways here, right? Because I'm already in that lean. Up and over, and up. One more here. Up and over, and up. Now, up and over, both arms come overhead. Rotate to the ground, open your arms to a T. Rotate towards me, hands to chest. Ceiling, T, me, chest, lift it up. Whew, we're gonna do that one more time, okay? We go up and over. Bottom arm comes overhead. Rotate to the ground, open to a T. Back to me, chest, ceiling, me, chest, and up. All right, we have a crunch series. It's just 5. It's just 5. It's just 5. We can do it. We're gonna put our hands behind our head. We're gonna half crunch up, okay? We're gonna go down and half crunch up. Keep those hands behind your head. Keep this top shoulder open. It's gonna wanna close like this. Don't let there be rotation in your back, okay? Shoulders are down. Hands are behind your head. Lean up and over. We go up 5, up 4, up 3, up 2, up 1, and rest. Let's do a nice little stretch here. So let's rotate towards the ground. Keep your foot in that strap and put all your weight in it. So that strap is holding all your weight, okay? Put your hands on either side of the railings and just walk your hands out. You will feel an amazing stretch in your lower back. Feels so good, especially after all that work. Bring it up. Let's go to the other side. Ooh, wow. All right, let's go to the other side. We can do it. We can do it. All right. Rotating over. We've got those side overs here. So we're sitting nice and tall, right? We're square to the wall. We reach up and over. Top arm stays open. Don't let it close towards the ground. And we go up. Up and over. Use that top oblique to lift. Last one. We're gonna add that rotation now. We go over. Bottom arm comes overhead. Rotate to the floor. Open the hands to a T. Rotate to the front. Hands to your chest. Ceiling. Hands to T. Front, hands to chest, lift yourself up. One more like that. Up and over, bottom arm comes overhead. Rotate, open to a T. Back to front, hands to chest. Ceiling, hands to chest. Front, hands to chest. Oops, I mean ceiling, hands to T, but it's all right, whatever. We're past that now, right? Okay, now we have those crunches. Let's do it. We're so close, you guys. Let's keep going. We go up and over. And we go up for 5, up for 4. Keep that top arm open. 2, 1. Whew. Let's get into that stretch. Turn your upper body towards the floor. That strap is holding my foot, holding all my weight, right? And I just stretch it forward. Oh, it feels so good. We're doing a good job. We have 2 more series to get through and then we're done. All right, so let's do it. Take your foot out of that strap. Let's get off the box here. Go ahead and take the box off. We do not need it anymore. We're gonna go onto 1 blue spring, okay? You can do 1 red also. If you would like to do red, Go ahead and do red. We're gonna be doing upper body, but I want you on one spring. So decide what that spring is for you and do it, okay? We did this series in another class that I taught, and I thought it was really good, so we're gonna do it again. If you have those short straps, go ahead and grab them. You can always start on short and switch to long if you need to. I am gonna be in a high kneel for this series. If you do not want to be in a high kneel, please know you can keep your hips on your ankles the entire time like this, okay? We're facing the front, we have both straps in our hands. I'm coming up to a high kneel. We're gonna serve the tray. So we just press it out, open it up, bring the hands back together and bend the elbows to bring it in. So we exhale as we press, inhale as we open, but keep both of those hands in your peripherals. You don't want your back to start to arch, right? Exhale as you close, inhale, bring it down. 2 more. Last one. And bring it in, going into some circles. So press your arms overhead at a diagonal, like so. Circle them both out, bring them to the center, and back up. So it's like you're making 2 capital Ds here. We're just doing 3 in each direction, okay? We're not gonna be here forever. If you're in a high kneel like I am, make sure that belly is in. Press evenly into both shins. Now reverse your direction. Keep the shoulders down. 1 more. Beautifully done. Go ahead and sit yourself down for just a second. Hang up your left strap. Back into that right hand. So we're only in the right hand here. Back in that high kneel. Let's hinge slightly at the hips, like so. Okay, so I'm not folded, right? I'm just hinging slightly. My left arm comes overhead. It can also be on your hip. We're just gonna do some bicep curls. So just bend and extend at the elbow. Keep the belly in. Keep your torso square. You have 3 and 2 and 1. Now, single serve a tray. So just serve and rotate. So I'm having a slight rotation in my torso as I press one arm forward and the other comes behind. 1 more like this. Hold it on the extension when your extended arm is in the strap. Now half circle. Bring your left arm behind you. Bring it up to meet the right hand. And back behind you. Up, half circle, meet the right hand. Back behind you. 1 more, all the way through. And relax. Okay, before we go to the left side, we're gonna do a quick plank series because that's just what we do here. So put your hands on the platform. Your feet are dorsiflexed up against the shoulder blocks, okay? Your shoulders are over your wrists here. Extend your legs out into a plank. Keep your upper body where it is. Just bend the knees to bring it in and extend. Bend it in, press it out. Bend it in, press it out. Keep your back as flat as you can. Try not to round it up. You've got 3, 2, 1. Hold it in, just tap the knee up and down. Try not to let the carriage move. You've got 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew. Going on to the left side, grab that left loop, short loop if that's what you did before. Coming into that hinge here, we got those bicep curls. Your right hand is at a diagonal overhead or it's on your hip. Just bend and extend in that left arm. You've got 3, keeping everything square, 2, 1, single serve. So my left arm comes forward as my right hand comes back in the bend and reverse. Slight wringing out of that spine, but my hips are staying square the whole time. The wring out is coming from my torso, not from my hip. One more. When your left hand is extended, hold it. Open that right arm behind you. Reach it up and over to meet the left. And behind. Ooh, keep tension in that left arm. I know it's hard. My back is wanting to arch. Last one. Bring it behind. Oh my goodness, and rest. All right, final series. Put that yellow spring on, the lightest spring you have, put it on. You're probably not gonna see my head here. It's no big deal, okay? Facing your reformer, we're gonna do a standing series. Facing your reformer, take your outside leg, put it in the center of the platform. Step up, take your other foot and put it at the edge of the carriage, okay? You're standing nice and tall. This is a really light spring, so when you press it out, be really mindful of moving slow, okay? You don't wanna pull anything in your groin, okay? So I'm staying like I'm in between two walls, so I'm super straight up, right? My belly is in. My booty is slightly squeezed, so I'm not having an arch in my back, okay? I'm gonna press the carriage out as far as it can comfortably go, right? Like this, oh, that was a little too far for me, so I can go about here, okay? I'm gonna imagine that I'm lifting you up from a string from your head. So you go up, 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 and feel it in those adductors, okay? Those inner thighs. Press it out, move slow, slow and controlled. And then lift it up. Two more. I'm inhaling as I press it out and exhaling as I lift. You can do whatever feels comfortable for you here. Now, press the carriage out about halfway. I want you to reach your head up towards the ceiling, then hinge at the hips, so it's like you're going up and over, keeping your back completely flat. Take those hands, bring them overhead, lower them down. Overhead, lower down. You'll feel the backs of your legs in this. Keep your shoulders back and down. One more. Stand yourself up tall. Keep pressed out halfway. Go out an inch, in an inch. Out an inch, in an inch. You got 3, 2. Are you in between those two walls? 1. Bring it all the way in. Take that left foot that's on the platforms, move it slightly back. Take that right foot that's on the carriage, step it down. Now I'm gonna have my hands in opposite, like runner's position, right? So my left foot or my left leg is bent, my right arm is bent forward, right? I'm gonna step up and raise my right knee, and then I'm gonna lower it down. So I'm putting all my weight into that left foot, hold the position, then lower down. We're working on our balance. If this is too much for you to do on such a small area, do it on your box, okay? It's a little bit lower. You have a little bit more surface area. You might feel a little bit more comfortable, right? I just want you to hit that pose though. Hit and down. Hit. You have one more. Hit here, now hold. Extend the left or the right leg behind you. Hands can come on your hips. We're just gonna leg lift and lower. Lift. If you want the hands overhead for an extra challenge, feel free to do it. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it down. Come around to the other side. Doing the whole thing on the other side. So the right leg comes to the center of the platform. Left leg comes up onto the carriage. Same thing here. Press it out. Slow and controlled. And lift to bring it in. Remember, you're being pulled from a string like this as you bring that carriage in. Squeeze those legs, squeeze the booty, keep the belly in. Keep yourself square to the wall in front of you. 2 more. Last one. Good job. Now we're going to take that out just halfway. Hinge at the hip here. Keep that back flat. Arms come overhead. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So it's like your head is still reaching towards the wall in front of you. One more. Stand it up tall. Now the carriage goes out an inch, in an inch, out an inch, in an inch. I really want you to think of that pull in coming from your inner thighs, okay? You got 3, 2, last one. Bring it all the way in. Step that right foot back slightly. Left leg comes down to the ground, so now my left arm is bent in front. I'm gonna press up. My left knee comes up in front of me in a bend, and I go down. I press up and down. Make sure you really hit to get that balance challenge, right? Ooh, I almost lost that one. All that weight is in my standing heel. You've got 2, 1, take that left leg behind you. We're just gonna lift. So I have a slight bend in my standing leg, right? Keeping my hips square. I'm bringing my arms overhead for an added challenge. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. We're gonna do a quick mermaid stretch and you're out of here, okay? Go on to one blue spring, please. Put your bar up. Take your inside leg, bring that shin up against the shoulder blocks. Outside leg is parallel to the front of the reformer. Outside arm is on the bar. Inside hip is glued down, right? Bring your inside hand, palm facing up. Press the carriage out. Keep this inside hip down as you reach up and over. Rotate towards those springs. Back towards the front. Bring it in. We have one more. Keep your bottom shoulder out of your ear. Rotate. Forward. Let's counter stretch. So take your inside hand, put it on a shoulder block. Bring the outside arm up and over. And let's switch to the other side. So we're just switching our leg direction here and our hand placement, right? We go up and over, rotate, back towards the front, bring it up. We have one more. Please let me know what you thought of this workout. Leave a like, leave a comment, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Let's counter stretch, share with your friends, let everybody know. There is so much more to come, and I cannot wait to have you join me. I'll see you next time. Bye.